Hi, I'm Roberta LaRocca, Realtor and broker salesperson with Simply Vegas Real Estate. In a few moments, you'll get a fresh look around Lake Las Vegas and the new homes and neighborhoods being built there. When I started doing these drive-through video tours that give you a look around what living in Las Vegas has to offer, Lake Las Vegas was one of the first. And in that video, you had a chance to see some of the existing homes and neighborhoods, along with the most recent new homes to sell out. Like so many master plans stalled by the recession, Lake Las Vegas was making a comeback. Billionaire hedge fund manager John Paulson's Raintree Investments went all in, seeing the potential of this unique community. It really is an oasis in the desert that was worth many millions more in additional funding. Since that last look, Raintree's focus had been on preparing for these future communities. New site designs, completing roads and other infrastructure, all to produce a better package for home builders and home buyers, with some reasonable price points in mind. Now, another part of doing these videos is to also weed out some of the myths and misconceptions about the Las Vegas Valley. I've had responses from those considering relocating to those who already live here, who really appreciate having correct information. Recently, with Lake Las Vegas, unfortunately, there have been questions about some other videos that make some pretty ridiculous claims, saying it's abandoned or semi-abandoned, along with some other bizarre comments. Well, you'll get to see the community for yourself, and I'll address some of these ridiculous comments so that you can separate the fiction from fact, like all the graffiti and dead plants that they somehow didn't have time to show. Well, I did find some of this awful graffiti under a bridge, and yes, you'll have to look awfully close to see any. So hop in and let me show you the latest homes and some pretty amazing views found at Lake Las Vegas. Entering from Lake Mead Parkway, you'll see the waterfall coming down from the mountain. Then the ponds and small waterfalls along the road. And if you stick with me to the end, this water is among the myths I'll reveal as we go on. To the left, the recently opened private sports club. Turning here, we're heading up the mountain to some of the new home sites. In the distance, you can see the scope of Raintree's preparations for future homes. The homes on the right are the Peaks community from William Lyon Homes. The three two-story home models with modern styling range from just under 3,000 to nearly 3,400 square feet. Prices currently start in the upper 400s to low 500s. Optional floor plans are available at additional cost. They can take the largest model to 3,700 square feet. As we continue climbing up, you get an idea of the mountain views surrounding the homes. Along with the increased elevation of the terrace lots, the homes aren't back to back. As we crest the hill, yes, that's the Las Vegas Strip in front of us. You can even see the snow on Mount Charleston, plus see the mountain ranges that surround the valley. Just around the circle, we enter Cal Atlantic Homes Regatta Heights. This is an all single-story community, also with modern-styled homes, with 3 modeled. Even at these future lot releases, again you have a view of the Strip. And more of the panoramic mountain views. We'll head back to the models and jump out for a quick look inside. The Oxford is nearly 2,650 square feet with an interior covered courtyard entry. Step inside, and you immediately notice the open floor plan. This bedroom off the courtyard comes with its own full bath. Entering the great room, you see the kitchen island and breakfast bar and dining nook. Ample cabinet space is available and also has a pantry. The great room opens to the covered patio with optional sliding or bifold doors. This brings the outside in, perfect for entertaining or just relaxing. The master can also be open to the yard and is shown with a luxurious master bath. Across the foyer from the front bedroom is a half bath. The laundry room. And a third bedroom with a 3/4 bath. There are 3 elevations of this model, starting in the mid-400s. Next, we have the Hampton model, shown with the optional casita. This is a nearly 2,800 square foot home. The front bedrooms are joined with a Jack and Jill full bath. Laundry is just off the garage entrance. Back into the foyer, next is the dining room that opens to the great room and kitchen. This kitchen also has the island breakfast bar and pantry. And adjoins the dining nook. Once again, the great room opens to a covered patio. Next, we have the master, or owner's suite. And here, the master is shown opening the backyard with the optional bifold doors. Off the foyer is a half bath. And here we enter the casita with its own entry. This option replaces the third garage. And it comes with a full bath for your guests. Prices start in the mid-400s for this home. Then we move on to the 3,100 square foot Greenport. This model has an open courtyard entry. We'll start with the look at the two front bedrooms just off the foyer. There's a full bath, but an optional floor plan adds one to each bedroom. Back to the foyer, and next is the den. Across from the den is a half bath. garage entry, and laundry room. Between the den and great room is another open courtyard. Across from this courtyard is the dining room. Then on to the great room, which is just off the covered patio. Next, the kitchen, again with breakfast bar, island, and pantry. The dining nook is also next to the patio. You may have noticed these homes offer 10 to 11-foot ceilings. The master suite and bath is next to the nook. Starting prices for this largest model are slightly higher, but in the mid-400s. Now a quick drive through the neighborhood. Each model has 3 exterior elevations, so you might see some of them as we drive through. As we leave these home sites, another angle of the views and the lot terracing. Just below Regatta Heights is another Cal Atlantic community, Regatta Point. Four of the 7 homes are modeled. Here you'll find 6 two-story homes and 1 single-story home, sized from 2150 to 2850 square feet. Once again, each home has 3 elevations, so you might see some as we drive through. Current starting prices here are ranging from $350,000 to about $400,000. We'll head back to Lake Las Vegas Parkway for our next community. Again, you'll see the strip, and might notice the increased video speed. This way I can show you more of the community, plus do some myth busting. And I might even share a real Las Vegas secret or two before I'm done. On the right, you're beginning to see Century Communities Mauna Luca. We'll be turning right at the next circle. This is also the way to the guard-gated South Shore, where Celine Dion makes her home. As you can see, these lots are on high terraces. None of the homes face back to back, and can offer some great views. There are 3 single-story homes available with optional second floors. Each home can also offer 2 exterior elevations and several optional floor plans. So let me show you these interiors. The first is 2549, which is the base square feet. The front bedroom feels like a suite, but isn't the master. Bedroom 2 has a 3/4 bath and sizable walk-in closet. Across the foyer is a half bath. Then the garage entry and laundry room. Now into the kitchen and great room. There's the large island and pantry. The dining area that's off the patio. And living room all in this open space. Now into the spacious master. This one-story home starts at about $580,000, but can also have options added to over 3,900 square feet. The second model is the 2801, again the base square feet. The large foyer opens to a den. It's next to the front bedroom that also has a 3/4 bath. If adding a second level, the den becomes the staircase. Next to the den, a half bath. Across the foyer, you'll find the laundry room. Then the garage entry and the next bedroom. Also with a walk-in closet and 3/4 bath. to the kitchen and great room. The living area off the covered patio. And also the dining area. We then head to the master suite. This single-story home starts at about $600,000, but with optional second floor can go up to nearly 4,200 square feet. Back at the Circle, we're turning onto Lake Las Vegas Parkway. To the right, at the first stop sign, is the Village, but we won't go there just yet. The next stop sign is Galleria Drive. On the right, we'll be passing the Hilton and also the 320-acre lake, and we'll also get back to that. Here we're turning onto Montelago Boulevard, which will connect to the parkway to form a loop. Reflection Bay Golf Course is along the left side, and just past the Luna de Lusso condos, also on the right. On the left is the Sorrento neighborhood, and to the right will be our next stop. The luxury lakeside homes of Lago Vista by William Lyon Homes. These modern home designs are similar to what you'll find in the ridges of Summerlin. The 4 available models include 1 single story, and they range from just over 3,700 square feet to over 5,000. These luxury residences offer a lot of personalized options and have been very popular. These are the only remaining lakefront lots that have yet to be released. And are next to the community's private beach. Across the lake are some of the multi-million-dollar homes of the South Shore. Base price for these new homes currently start from the $790s to the $860s. As we come back to Montelago Boulevard, a better view of the course and where more lot preparation is underway. On the right, we pass the Reflection Bay Golf Clubhouse, then the Ravella townhomes. The Tramonto condos on the left are just across from the Westin, twice used as a presidential retreat. But let's jump back to the traffic circle by the Hilton and Lake. Not long ago, only 2 lanes were open, but Raintree was able to get the other 2 lanes completed. You'll also see some of the existing neighborhoods found along this part of the parkway. And yes, there are also some amazing views here. Seeing this more established area will give you a better feel of this master plan. But along the way, you will also notice more future lot preparations. Here, the lake begins to come into view, along with more of the golf course. As the parkway again meets with Montelago Boulevard, you can see where more custom home lots are underway. Back on the boulevard, just around the bend, the Westin comes into view. But let's jump back to the Hilton and Lake and do some myth busting of bizarre videos about Lake Las Vegas. And from this, I think you'll also see the importance of having correct information before making any decisions. One video implies this is all part of the Hilton, built in the mid-90s, but closed about 2 years later. So everything here has been closed. And Lake Las Vegas has been abandoned for about 20 years. Oddly enough, the village, the casino, and the hotel didn't open until 2003. The hotel also wasn't opened as a Hilton, but a Ritz-Carlton that had a 5-diamond rating within its first year. The hotel and casino property was a victim of the recession, foreclosed by Deutsche Bank in 2008. But the casino, run by a separate operator, and the Ritz didn't close until 2010. So the hotel and casino weren't closed for 20 years, or closed 2 years after opening. As a matter of fact, the hotel was reopened in 2011, less than a year later as a Ravella. It remained open until the property was purchased by Kim Sang Company in 2013. who rebranded it as a Hilton that is open to this day. The casino also reopened later that year, but closed in late 2013 after a lease dispute with the new property owners. While a new operator hasn't been found, the space is used as the Lake Las Vegas Event Center. Also in this other video, after a few people are milling around in their village shot, they then say they see workers in a restaurant, but no customers, and a few lights on in the hotel. So they changed their story to semi-abandoned. First, the Vieira condos, which make up a large part of the village, are individually owned, may just be used as vacation homes for the owners, or rented if they choose. And yes, there are a number of smaller storefronts that have yet to be leased. Most of the larger storerooms in the village are for restaurants or food-related businesses, and those rooms have been filling up, recently with Proof Tavern, a gaming restaurant and bar. And it seems that more are on the way. With the exception of Seasons Market at the other side of the village from the Hilton, many don't open until midday, with the rest late afternoon. So weekdays, midday, there likely isn't a lot of foot traffic. But evenings, weekends, and several special events, everything changes. Weddings are popular in the village. Mirage headliner Terry Fader among many to wed here. Spring and through fall, there's weekend live entertainment. Well-promoted events, like fireworks at the lake, well, this was the traffic backup to get into Lake Las Vegas last 4th of July. Several special events, like the Beer Fest, also brings in crowds. Dragon boats are racing here at this international racing competition. The local Dragon Boat Club allows all ages to have fun, on and also around the lake. The Malibu Wakeboard Rider Experience and Competition has been held here, sponsored by Boulder Boats. Then there are boat rentals at the lake, with paddle boats, kayaks, canoes, and paddle boards. Plus the Duffy electric boat rentals that can hold up to 8 adults. And a big game changer for the lake fun has come from Lake Las Vegas Water Sports. New this year is their cable wakeboard park, ideal for novice or experienced riders. Or just for a little tubing fun. Plus, among other rentals, they have jetpack and flyboard, for those just starting out. And those that have mastered some of the more complex skills. But wait, there are videos and comments that say this water is raw sewage. Who would go into this filthy, disgusting water? They'll say the lake is filled from the Las Vegas wash flowing into it. And everyone in Las Vegas knows this lake is polluted from the awful water in the wash. They'll say that even that big waterfall and the ponds you saw earlier are all raw sewage. Well, in their video, they're on their way to the wash emergency spillway to prove their point. But wait, oh my, they found massive groups of killer bee nests and so happy they're empty. Well, no, try cliff swallows. These birds build their nests up high to protect their hatching young from predators. So another piece of fictional drama. Next, they show a trickle of water from a pipe that empties into the spillway, again claiming it to be raw sewage from the wash. Now, if they only went to the other side of the spillway, they may have noticed the wash channel flow is much below it. That's because it's there in case of extreme flooding, and this entire area would have to come up to the spillway before entering the lake. Darn. Had they gone just a bit further, they may have seen this information sign that explains that the wash flows through 2 tunnels for about 2 miles under the lake. So where does the lake's water actually come from? It's raw water, and that can be from a lake or wells. This Nevada DEP permit fact sheet states the lake's water is from the BMI pipeline, which comes from Lake Mead. Oh, and also mentions those 2 84-inch or 7-foot diameter pipes for the wash. But what about the wash? I mean, really, who wants to live anywhere near a filthy, polluted, raw sewage flow? Well, there's something else they did miss that happened decades ago. Through the 70s and 80s, the Las Vegas Valley's growth had an impact. Urban and storm runoff caused massive erosion to the natural wetlands of the wash. And if you're wondering why that's important, it's because those wetlands are a huge biological filter, capturing pollutants naturally in plants, in settling ponds, and passing over rock riprap. So that's why over $138 million was spent restoring the wash through 2014, and nearly $26 million more projected through 2019, plus hundreds of millions to create nearly 600 miles of flood channels and detention basins that release captured stormwater over 7 days. Even wastewater treatment has been upgraded to state-of-the-art technology before returning to the wash, or reclaimed for irrigation use, suitable for human contact. Groundwater industrial chemicals that can date back to the 40s have also been filtered to help prevent wash contamination. From all this work and expense, even years ago, the EPA had noted the restored water quality of the wash. The Southern Nevada Water Authority has a recent video with more details of the wash, so I'll add a card link if you'd like to see what is happening there. Now, if you're wondering why this is so important, actually, for living anywhere in the valley, I'll let you in on a real Las Vegas secret. The wash is the key to our water supply and its continued growth. Las Vegas gets a tiny fraction of the water that is in Lake Mead, a mere 300,000 acre-feet. So hardly the cause of any falling lake levels. But the valley does have one advantage from those downstream: location. It's next to the lake. For every gallon of clean water put back in, another gallon can be drawn, called return flow credits. And between a variety of conservation efforts, plus technology, even as Las Vegas grew tremendously, the valley consumed less water. This also answers the question raised when Las Vegas loaned, for $45 million, a half year's allocation of our water to help Los Angeles through their 2015-16 drought. The valley has been able to bank or store some of its tiny allocation in wells throughout the Southwest, with a near 7-year supply at consumption rates. Now, just one last thing to mention that is also valley-wide is distance. You could be on the Strip and talking to someone from, say, Summerlin. Tell them you live in Henderson, and they may give you this look and say, "All the way out in Henderson?" That's even though you may live closer than they do. So just tell them you know all the rest stops. And yes, many say that Lake Las Vegas is far, far away, like it's on the other side of the planet. Obviously, these people must use wild burros for transportation. For those of us using cars, even crossing the valley isn't exactly an excursion. Here's Google Maps, showing routes from the Hilton at Lake Las Vegas to the Sky Canyon Master Plan in the northwest edge of the valley. Normal traffic, even with a touch of current construction slowdown, it shows 42 minutes. The longest way around, it's 55 minutes. So 45 to 55 minutes is a pretty good average to make a valley crossing. Bend those lines around to other locations, and obviously some will be even shorter times. So the question really is, what exactly are you far from? For Lake Las Vegas, the opening of Galleria Drive added faster access to a lot of local amenities, including the new Henderson Hospital that anchors a first-in-the-world integrated healthcare village. The $1.2 billion Union Village is right on Galleria, near the Cowabunga Bay Water Park, one of only 2 water parks in the valley. Plus there's shopping, dining, and other recreation options. But I'll have to save that for another video. So now you have a better idea of what Lake Las Vegas is really like. A laid-back, relaxed, resort-styled community that has some unique features and recreation options. Plus, it isn't that far from the fast pace, bright lights, entertainment, and dining of the Las Vegas Strip. While on the edge of the valley, just like Summerlin, it's not as urbanized, yet has access to a variety of local amenities a few miles away. But you may also be wondering, why are they building new homes? Of course, some people simply prefer a new home, but it also has to do with the current market conditions. Valley-wide, resale inventory remains tight. It's hovered around a 3-month supply for many, many months, when 6 is considered a normal and balanced market. So desirable homes that are priced right are moving quickly. Now, of course, sometimes your timing is perfect. Just the right home, at the right price, in the right location, just happens to be on the market at the right time for you. Unfortunately, that doesn't always take place, and is very true with this low inventory situation. So many turn to another option, a new build or standing inventory. So this is also a big reason why home builders have been increasing their sales. We may find a new home in an area you like, with the style, upgrades, and floor plan that fits your taste and needs. Plus, it can have the latest in energy efficiency and home technology, all combined with a builder's home warranty. And the condition? Well, it's new. Now, when looking at new homes, and I know I mention this a lot, but with good reason, if you register with a builder online, simply request more information, or visit a builder's home site without me or without being pre-registered by me, you're likely giving up your right to have your own representation. And just like a resale home, this service is normally at no cost to you. Why it's best to have your own agent for a new home are for much of the same reasons as a resale, like information and research, as so much more of what I do for my clients goes on in the background. For example, a sales agent may tell you a view lot that carries a substantial lot premium can have nothing built behind it, or that only a few homes can be built, so not much traffic at all. But they may not know, or haven't been told, that another developer already purchased that property, and perhaps that land already has an ROI for 8 homes per acre. So what's an ROI? A LID, SID, or other terms you may encounter. What timelines or other contract terms can affect your purchase? What about getting a home inspection, even for a new home? And will you get a big discount by not using your own agent? Well, probably not, because discounting a home's price can affect the appraisals of the other homes they still have to sell. But there may be some leeway I may have. Perhaps getting a lot released early, some added incentives, or some flexibility from the builder. And yes, I have saved tens of thousands for some of my clients. Can I always do this? No, of course not. Once again, just like a resale, timing is often a major factor. It really depends on what home is available when you want to purchase. This is combined with the position of the seller at that point in time. And time can also come into play for having my assistance for a new home. If it's been a while since you requested information or visited a home site, I may still be able to help you, but that will depend on the builder. So I hope this video helped you have a better picture of not only Lake Las Vegas with the homes, neighborhoods, views, and recreation it offers, but also separating some Las Vegas fiction from fact. Plus, a better understanding of current market conditions and how I can help you with a resale or a new home. So thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to my channel to get a look at what else living in Las Vegas has to offer. And of course, if I can help you now, or you just have questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch.